Hello students of 9th standard, we have started your science section A chapter, that is nothing but chapter number 5, acid, base and salts. Open page number 63. See there, pH of solution. Then see the complete the following table. It is not there for your exam. Before that, see there, pH of a solution. We have seen that acid and base dissociates to a smaller or larger extent on dissolving in water, forming H plus and OH ions respectively. Yesterday what we have seen, whenever we dissolve acid in the water, it gives us H plus ions, and whenever we dissolve bases into the water, we get OH ions. So H plus and OH ions are having the different properties, or they are present in a different proportion in all, you can say, natural aqueous solution, and this will determine the properties of the solution. For example, see the proportion of a H plus and OH ions divides soil into the acidic, neutral and basic types of the soil. See, whenever you are having a particular proportion of a particular, you can say, constituent, or you can say proportion of H plus or OH minus ion. By this you can determine the soil is nothing, the soil is acidic, basic, or you can say neutral. If it is necessary for a blood cell sac to have H plus and OH minus ions in a certain definite proportion. अगर हम देखें तो if we see that it is necessary for us to take the, you can say, blood sac or cell sac, and it should have the different H plus or OH minus ions in a certain definite proportions. See, there is a proper functioning of this. Fermentation carried out with the help of the microorganisms, other biochemical process, and also many chemical process requires the proportion of H plus and OH minus ions to be maintained within certain limit. See, whenever you are carrying out the fermentation you may carry out with the help of the microorganisms, you may carry out with the help of the biochemical process, or you may carry out with the, you can say, chemical process. There is a requirement of H plus and OH minus ions. These H plus and OH minus ions are having a certain proportion in the, you can say, that process. Pure water also undergoes dissociation a small extent and give rise to H plus and OH ions in an equal proportion. Whenever you see pure water which is given as H2O, and whenever it is dissociates, it also dissociates into two ions, that is nothing but H plus and OH minus ions. So it also has a certain proportion of, you can say, H plus and OH minus ions. Due to the property of the water to undergo dissociation, there exist both H plus and OH minus ions in an aqueous solution. If you see the properties of a water, then it shows that it contains a certain proportion of H plus and OH minus ion concentration. The concentration, if you see, may be different. Then see, the concentration of H plus ions formed by dissociation water at 25 degrees centigrade is 1% 1 into 10 raised to minus mole per liter. As same temperature, the concentration of H plus ion in 1 molar solution of HCl is, you can say, 1 into 10 raised to 0 mole per liter. While in 1 molar NaOH solution, the concentration of H plus ion is nothing but 1 into 10 raised to minus 14 mole per liter. Thus, we see that common aqueous solution, the range of H plus concentration is wide from 10 raised to 0 to 10 raised to minus 14 mole per liter. In 1909, the Danish scientist Sorensen introduced a convenient scale of expressing H plus ion concentration, which is found to be very useful in chemical and biochemical process. There was one scientist whose name was, you can say, Sorensen. He introduced the pH scale and he gave the proper concentration of H plus ion. It is the pH scale, so we call it as a pH scale. pH means power of, you can say, hydrogen. The pH scale extends from 0 to 14. Whenever you see there is a pH scale and it is from 0 to 14. According to this scale, pure water has a pH of 7, meaning pure water has H plus ion concentration is equal to 1 into 10 raised to minus 7 mole per liter. pH 7 indicates that water is nothing but a neutral solution. Then see the pH in the midpoint of the scale. This is the pH of the midpoint of the scale. Whenever you see, I have shown you here a scale. The water lies at this scale. That means the pH of the water is 7. So it is called as a neutral and it is present exactly at the middle of the, you can say, pH scale. The pH of the acidic solution is less than 7 and that of the basic is greater than 7. So the table, see page number 63. So there is a pH values of some, you can say, common solutions it is given there. See there HCl whose pH is 0, 1 molar HCl. It is the strong acid. Then gastric acid, it has pH 1. Lemon juice, it has pH 2.5. Vinegar, it has pH 3. Then tomato juice, it has 4.1. Black coffee, it has 5 pH. Acid rain, it has 5.6. Then urine, it has 6 pH. Rain and milk, it has 6.5. Pure water or you can say sugar solution has pH 7. That means they are neutral. Blood has the, you can say, pH 7.4. Solution of baking soda, it has pH 8.5. Toothpaste has pH 9.5. Milk of magnesia has pH 10.5. Then lime water, it has the pH 11. Then 1 molar NaOH, it has the pH, you can say, 14. So there is a, you can say, different types of the pH. If the pH is less than 7, then it will be acidic. The solution will be acidic. And if the pH is more than 7, then that will be the basic. And if it is 7, then it will be the neutral. See there. Next one. Universal indicators. So there are various colors which are natural colors or you can say synthetic colors in acidic or basic solutions. Litmus, turmeric paper, jamun, methyl orange or you can say phenolphthalein. These all are nothing but the natural indicators. Then there is, you can also say, universal indicator. See, we know that some natural and synthetic dyes show two different colors in an acidic and basic solution. So there are, you can say, natural or synthetic dyes, and whenever you put this natural or synthetic dyes in an acid or basis solution, they show different, you can say, colors. So they are used as the acid base indicators. In the pH of a solution varies from 0 to 14. So this is not 12, this is 14. So the pH varies from, you can say, 0 to, you can say, 14. That means less than 7 is acidic, more than 7 to 14 it is basic, and 7 it is neutral. So these are the, you can say, pH scales. In pH scale, the pH solution varies from 0 to 14 in accordance with the strength of the acid or, you can say, base. So there is a variation of pH. So here the universal indicator is used. Universal indicator shows different colors for different, you can say, pH values. A universal indicator is mixed by, you can can say several synthetic indicators in a specific proportion. How this indicator is formed? This indicator is formed by mixing, you can say, several synthetic colors in a specific proportion. It is having a specific proportion. The pH of the solution is determined by means of the universal indicator solution on the pH paper made from it. So we can determine the pH scale by using the, you can say, universal indicator. But how we are going to determine it? We are going to determine it on the pH paper, which is also made from it. However, the most accurate method of measuring the pH of the solution is to use an electric instrument called pH meter. You can also measure the pH on the, you can say, machine, which is called as a pH meter. This is a very safe and very accurate method of measuring the pH. In this method, pH is measured by dipping the electrodes into the solution.